Good. Yeah. It's like watch, like you do it there with your, see how your eyes look out? Watch his eyes. See how he flashes his head like that?
All right, this first drill is actually a drill that Juwann brought to me from Denver. He learned it when he was there for OTAs. Just a really good drill to warm up with, gets you used to playing on your insteps, that inside part of your foot, and creating violent hip shifts with a low to lower pad level. Today was a big press release focused day, so it's really good to warm up, getting your body used to playing on your insteps. That's where you're gonna be in these press releases.
Good.
First release we worked on is just a double up, a really simple release to beat tight press coverage. Make sure you take your shoulder away, torque your body to take your shoulder away when clearing the corner. Now the next one we went to is one of my favorite releases, the outside hesi release, and we try to bring the DB to deep water. Take this hesitation slide step outside, bring him to deep water, entice the DB to come out there and go get you and take big long steps to come chase you, and then you can make a move off of him based on the way he reacts.
Water, like just keep enticing him to come. And like if he's super patient, like if he's always patient and sitting in here and then like not biting on the hip shift, just make him come out even more. You know what I'm saying? Like at some point I gotta come get you. If not, then that means you can go and just fucking run on a go ball and he can't stop you, you know what I'm saying? So that's the thing. You always have that threat. Make him come get you. If he doesn't, don't flash your hands if you're gonna score. Inside hesi.
Here's the inside hesi release, kind of the inside version of that. The key to this is to switch your feet inside and flat lead so that your shoulders are facing in towards the ball. That's going to make the DB think that you're running inside on like a shallow cross. This is a release that I stole from Davante Adams in that clip that you just saw right there. I think it's a really great one, and we're working on it all summer. Me and Juwann, Mohamed Sanu.
Switch your feet, like just like this. Switch your feet. Hesi. Come back out.
I think it's a really great kind of change-up release, and like Sanu was saying right there, it's just like playing basketball.
So it's like this, boom, the DB's like, oh, that nigga going.
He's running inside.
He go, bah, and he's gone. That first step got explosive.
First step's got to be explosive, sell that you're running shallow cross, then give him that hesitation, put him in oh shit mode, and explode back out.
1, 2, 3. One, two, three. See how he's not rushing that shit? Yeah. 1, 2, 3. Even that is like more rush than I think we even like. That's the way to do it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. He's just taking a little bit more time than we even were in that drill there. Other part of it is like watch, like you do it there with your. See how your eyes look out? Watch his eyes. See how he flashes his head like that? You did on that last one, that slow one. But look, you see how he's selling that shit with his eyes? Because again, what you're biting off is 1, 2, and get running. For years, all these corners have come up and felt that release. In every camp, every combine, you know what I'm saying? It's like conditioned to them. So it's 1, 2, get running.
Just like we want to make every route look the same, you also want to make every release look the same at the line of scrimmage and pair these releases together.
Yeah, cut it. Remember the counters. Who's remember the counter? Now, remember this one counts. You know what I mean? And that's the real professional shit. When you talk to Mo, Davante Adams, that's what they fucking think about all the time. And that's the difference between being the senior at Rutgers and just being better than everyone else, like Mo was, and then now being a fucking $9 million year player. And that's what same with you. Like, gotta just always be developing that plan, thinking about like, what is Pat P vulnerable to? Oh, we're vulnerable to this. So I'm just sending this, and that. You know what I mean? It's just always fucking thinking 2 steps ahead.
And this is me just talking to Juwann about the importance of building his plan at the line of scrimmage and emphasizing how he has to constantly be adjusting that plan and developing that plan so he can try to stay 2 steps ahead of the DB. In the NFL, it's no longer good enough just to come out there and run your route. It's a real mental game now, and you got to be constantly developing your strategy. After the release circuit, we move on to some breakpoint drills and top of route drills. This first drill is just to emphasize his trigger step, that violent step on his outside foot, which is going to help him stop in about 1 step on a 9-yard hinge route or what they call in Denver a scout route. One thing I wish I had coached better in this drill was his arms. His arms are kind of going dead. I want them to match his feet a little bit more. But the big emphasis of this drill was keeping his pads low. And if you watch this carefully, he's not really raising his pads up at all. He's violent with that trigger step. And so the real point of this drill, I think he executed. I could have done a better job coaching him on his hands, but again, the big focus was pad level. Here's a great cone drill that incorporates a bunch of different breakpoints. The first one is that false accelerate breakpoint, the snap 1-2 with a violent trigger step to get out of a curl and come back in just 3 steps. Snap 1-2.
Good, very good.
Snap 1-2 on the other foot. And now a good square break at the top. One thing you'll notice with Juwann is he's wearing turf shoes during this workout, which makes it much harder to cut. Obviously, it doesn't have the same traction, but it's great to train in turf shoes because it forces you to emphasize the details of each break point. Otherwise, you're going to slip. And now when you transition to going back to cleats, you're going to feel extra sticky and extra explosive. So I really recommend wideouts, if you have them, to train in turf shoes, and then you can go run routes and do one-on-ones with regular cleats on. And the last kind of cone drill, breakpoint drill we did was just this top of the speed cut drill. You can see it's kind of an exaggerated arc to exaggerate pulling yourself friendly on a speed cut. When you get to the top of that, you want to throw your elbow back and flash your head and eyes so you pull yourself friendly. Just a real good drill there to emphasize the little details of a speed cut. And this is a finisher to our workout that's become kind of a tradition with me and Juwann. Shout out to D-Rob Always Open, David Robinson, who's one of the elite wide receiver trainers in the country down in Texas. This is a drill we took from him, and we just fell in love with it right away because we're both competitive guys, and it's just a great mental battle, to go grab that football, condition yourself to be violent, taking the football out of my hands, but also getting a good ab workout in, and forcing your mind to finish through this tough workout.
Come on. Yep.
This was a great tune-up with Juwann. I think the kid is really ready to do some special things at the NFL level. Really enjoyed getting to know him and training him on almost a daily basis in the offseason. Excited to see what he's going to do and how he's going to make his mark in the NFL.
You got 2 more. Come on. Yep. Come on. Yep.